Well, hello there. I'm glad you're at my Facebook Live right now. I'm Marty Whitney with ARTitude Adjustment. I teach fun art, not fine art. So you're in the right place if you like to paint and have fun and just relax. So nothing serious here, except I do have a schedule. Monday through Friday, I present a project, and right now, I'm getting a cue from Facebook somewhere. Oh, I'm getting a cue from Facebook that gives me the ability to see your comments whenever they come up. So I'm waiting for that cue. I saw that I was on and I was live, and I'm glad I'm alive. Any minute. Oh, I think I saw it. I did. PJ and Leica, I'm so glad you're here. I can see your comments now, and I'm glad that everybody found their way. If you follow me on Facebook, then I really appreciate it. The name of my page is ARTitude Adjustment by Marty Whitney, and I teach fun art, not fine art. Howdy, PJ. And today we are on day 4 of our project, which is, hey Dawn, nice to see you, girl. This is day 4, and we are finishing. Actually, yeah, tomorrow I have. Tomorrow I'll also be finishing, but I'll be presenting a new project tomorrow that we will probably do the next week. Now, some of my days are travel days, and I know yours probably are too. In fact, I talked to some people today, saw them on Facebook, and they were traveling back home to Kentucky or Ohio, and the roads are crowded, so be careful. Like lots of little fender bender accidents and stuff like that, so be real careful. Now, let me show you what we're doing. I'm really excited about this. It's been a busy day for me. I helped bake 46 dozen cookies. So this will be for things that I won't be here to take care of, so I'm not eating all the cookies. But we're going to finish this today. And this is our, I hope you can see it good. This is our project. And I know everybody said, oh man, what's she doing that for? But you know what, I like it so much that I'm going to do this same project for a class on January 8th. Hey Meg, I'm so glad you're here. And I'm making a fern garden at the bottom that we're going to be finishing today. Let me see if I can get it any closer. Nope. You know, I'm doing good just to get it in front of you, because I have a problem with that. Okay. PJ always says, pull it towards you. Well, what direction is that? So I like the birch trees, and they are going to be a real nice project, and I like the fern at the bottom also. Let me see. So anyway, I decided that I would try a couple of things on here. Don't y'all remember at the beginning of the week, it's like my mural? That is an ugly bottle there. Well, it turned out good. Let me see if I can get it down a little bit. Oh, that's it. So what we're going to do here, and I'm going to put me in the little bitty circle so you can see this a little better, hopefully. You know, yesterday I couldn't get anything to cooperate, and I finally figured out, you know what the problem was, is I had it zoomed too much. I didn't ever get out of Zoom earlier, and it was too zoomy. So, I hate it when you're too zoomy. And what I'm doing here is I'm using a white pen. Remember my little Signo, I better get on some glasses too. My little Signo pen. And I'm going to see if I can't use it to just highlight some of the fern and to make some little doodaddy curves on it. And so I may or I may not. Let me see what's wrong here. Sometimes these white pens have their own little personality, but you'll see that I am just kind of making patterns that I would see in a leaf or a fern. So that's going to draw your attention to that. Also, by tomorrow, I'm going to see what is best for this, whether I will, when we do wine glasses on glass, we put them in the oven to complete them and to set the paint. But there is, that's not going to happen because I'm not pulling the little plastic top off of this to do that. So we're going to have to do something else, and I think just painting it with a polyurethane will be fine. Paint is coming off on the point. There. If you get a pen that works good, you're lucky. With these white pens, I tell you, they did a real good job on Christmas cards. I had a couple to send out with those red envelopes. Wow, what a pill for the post office if they have to read black ink on those dark red envelopes. Don't you agree? So this is just going to add a little bit of detail and kind of looks a little textury to the ferns because they are dark green. I don't think I need to put any more ferns on here. I don't want it to look like a weed garden. Okay, now I've kind of gone around here. Let me see if I can get you to see. You see the detail I put in there? Just the white pen. I probably could put, there's some places here I didn't think I had gotten all the way around. It has its own little mind about whether it's going to work or not. But I'm trying to lightly apply it because you don't want to lift the paint, and there isn't that much on the ferns anyway. There definitely isn't a lot of paint there. So I have 10 of these bottles left, and so the class size will be 10 people. And I think, now you really don't have to be that. I lead everybody through these classes. And if it gets too difficult, I can't do it. So, you know that I'm not going to do anything drastic. So anyway, this will be a good class. 10 people, easy to handle, and easy to explain things to. or if you need to explain something to a group, it's easy to do that. So I'm going to try to do this so you can see what I'm doing. All I'm doing is like with a sketch, and this is a broad tip pen. It's called UM153 if you want to go to hobby. I'd order it off of Amazon. I am an Amazon influencer. I'm not trying to influence you, of course, but I'm an influencer. That just means that if you put ARTitude adjustment in their search or whatever, I think that's how you do it, you'll see a store that I've set up using a lot of the supplies that I use in my classes. I get paid a very small amount, like unless you buy a car on Amazon, I'm not going to get paid very much. Go ahead, buy a car, and I'll tell you how much I made. But they don't pay very much, and the price doesn't increase just because you get it from me. But I have lots of art supplies on there that are fun. And I can't buy from myself. They got all kinds of rules, but it's kind of fun to go in. I have a page for alcohol inks, and I have a page for tool bags. Remember the tool bag class? Well, I bought my tool bags at not Hobby Lobby, Harbor Freight, but they actually have very good prices on the tool bags. And I think I used a 12-inch tool bag, just in case you're interested. I'm thinking about doing that class at one of my upcoming rallies. I try, whenever I go to a rally, not to do something that I've done before with these people. Or somebody, I've got a rally coming up in Lakeland, and then there will be one in Sarasota and one in Tampa. So the likelihood of them ever being at one of my classes increases the closer that the classes are. Now, so I'm going to put a few little, also I took a calligraphy pen that had a little flat nib on it. That's not that. Yeah, this one, which I shouldn't do. And I kind of filled in where there was some paint that had lifted on my black trees. It's India ink, and it's waterproof, so that works out fine. But back to where I was talking about 46 dozen cookies. And I love homemade cookies, don't you? But it isn't a good idea to eat very many during Christmas holidays. My doctor said it wasn't a good idea anyway. And he said, you need to lay low on carbs and sugar. I know you can't see this, but let me put it down. I'm just outlining some of these crooked lines. They don't set well with me. And I went over them yesterday with some white paint and black paint. It just didn't look good to me after it was done. So that's why I'm just gonna work on it a little bit more. Now, how many of you went shopping today? Were the, hey Kim, were the shops empty, or was it crowded? Oh my goodness. I can't even imagine. We'll be leaving Saturday to go to our daughter in Jacksonville area, and they'll be wanting me to bake some and cook some, and so I'm looking forward to it. That pen doesn't like doing this paint. Let's see if I've got another one that'll work. These will, the polyurethane will go over this well because it says it's waterproof, and it also says that it's India ink. So I'm going to have to trust they know what they're talking about. Oh, and guess what? The lights did not come in yet, but I've got faith. I think they were shipped, and they came from California. Now, that's kind of bad, because think of something getting here this time of year. They assure me it would be either 6 or 20 days, and they were mailed the 6th. So if they don't arrive, then I've got time to order some more, but I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to do very much more of this. So this would be about the end of the project, except for me putting polyurethane on here. Tomorrow should be a nice day. Our weather here today is, I think it's about 57. Not bad, but you know, yesterday, I mean, I heard, Meg, I heard that you got snow across the lake, or was it the lake that it came across? They showed it on the news here. Oh my goodness, that was quite a weather thing. Okay. They are, but it was a special. I ordered a special. I mean, it was like, lure me in, give me free lights for these. Yes, they're all over the place, but Hobby Lobby doesn't have them. They are all over the internet now, and they're a good price too. They really are a good price. But I ordered something like 25 of them. Duh. What was I thinking? But it sounded like, you know, we all order from Amazon now, and I can get something from Amazon faster than I can leaving here and going to the store, because we live in the middle of nowhere. I just saw something that needed a little touch up. Which part looks much better? Yeah, I think so too, PJ, I know. You're just talking about where I'm touching up, yeah. And this will be really attractive when we put the lights in it. I've got another set of lights, but I don't have any that are on like a copper strand, and these are on a copper strand. Do you know something? While I was looking at those lights, I happened to see there is an instruction video on YouTube, and you can make your own cork lights. Don't worry, I'm not doing that. Yeah, this just needed a little touch up here and there to it kind of looks cold, doesn't it? The limbs, yes, 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 yes. And I'll just look for a couple of other places. I put some white in a little paint, my palette plate, but I don't think I need to use it. So, we had Diane Strunk made cookies. What's her name? Linda Spindle, of course. And she made some really fancy things, like wrapped up in it was a fig stuffing. Mine were like the Neiman Marcus chocolate chip cookie recipe. I love chocolate chip. Why make something I don't like? Because then I won't eat them. Now, and I made a chocolate, it's called Ultimate Chocolate Chip Oatmeal Cookie. Don't bring those home. You don't bring those home. I see another place I need to correct here. Okay, you can kind of go over this and do the correction all day long. So what do y'all think? PJ, you crack me up. Guess what, though? You'll appreciate this, PJ. I see Sandy's not on here, right? Okay. I gave that apron to Sandy. Linda Spindle. Linda cooks all the time. And I knew she would appreciate it. And she did. So she got the Christmas apron with the gingerbread men. I want y'all to help me think of what a good luncheon menu would be for the ladies when we have our luncheon on the 8th of January. I want it to be kind of easy. I'll have some help. And I might get, Linda suggested doing a, I know it does. It looks like it's painted on the inside. I see another area here. See, I'm going to show y'all. It just gives it, makes it stand out just a little bit more. But I got to quit. You know what happens if you don't. Okay, so give me some ideas of what would be good for the luncheon. No tea. I thought that was what you meant. The tea that I will be doing will be the 1st of April. And what we're doing, just because some of you might not know, is we'll do a ladies' tea where they dress up. You can wear hats and gloves if you want. It can be vintage, but we do take vintage real tea cups and china cups, and we have a tea. So that will be, with tea it'll be a high tea. And we went to one a couple of years ago, then we brought it back here, and it was such a success, and it's so much fun. I'm going to turn this around so you can see it, and tell me if you see any spots. But we're going to just continue doing that every year. So I said I would do it this year. But I need lots of committees, so y'all come down and help me. It'll be fun. And I've got this little, I'll have to show you, I'm making these little tea bag holders that will be favors at everybody's place. One time I went to a tea, don't you just love women's teas? And I need to correct something right here. And my centerpiece was a real large goldfish bowl, and I had, we were getting ready to move. I had all these painted birdhouses that were at everybody's place, and that was really sweet. Birdhouses are always good to do in the spring, too. Well, I just want to say how much I appreciate y'all being here today. I'll get this out of the front of my face. And this turned out to be a very fun project. I would do it again, and I am going to do it again because we're going to do it the next project that I have in a class. What we'll be doing tomorrow is we will be putting the polyurethane on the top of this and finishing it off like that. Now you see the fern? Let me see if I can get you to see the fern. Oh gosh, it's upside down fern. Fern. I gotta see if I left any spots. Do you like the fern garden? Anyway, I think it turned out to kind of break up the trees. And anyway, thank you very much for being here. It's a great day to have a great day. And if it's cold where you are, you just stay inside and put on some nice warm socks and have a cup of tea and think about what I can serve at my luncheon and let me know. I'm so glad you're here, and I appreciate all of you so much. So y'all keep warm and know that, oh, and do like I saw something on Facebook today. It was say this lady said she was going to pay something backward, and that was to go to the line and tell somebody to pay her bill instead of paying it forward. But let's pay something forward. I always love to hear stories. Somebody did that for me one time, and it made me feel so nice. So that's a good thing to do for somebody this year. I appreciate it, and y'all just know that somebody cares about you. God bless every one of you, and remember to let me know about the luncheon. Bye-bye now.